Hi, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing the unveiling of my little sound experiment. I played two different flutes, Flute X and Flute Z. One was tuned to a certain key at 432 hertz. One was tuned to a little bit different key at 440 hertz. I think they were pretty close, at least with my old ears listening. This is the second time I've done this, because the first time I did it, one flute had a little bit of a buzz to it that I didn't like, and I thought might have had negative impact on what people felt. One sound might have been better than the other because of that buzz in the flute's voice. So this is the second go around on this. I think both flutes are similar in their sound characteristics, but they are tuned differently, very slightly. So the two flutes. We have a flute from Heartsong Flutes. J.P. Gomez is the flute maker. And we have one from John Norris Musical Instruments. Music and Arts, excuse me. So, some of you might already know, if you've seen some of my past videos, which was tuned to 432 hertz. And it was the Heartsong Flute. This is tuned to the key of F sharp in with the tuner at 432 hertz. The John Norris flute is tuned at 440 hertz concert pitch to the key of F, not F sharp. 1/2 step lower if the tuning frequencies would have been the same. As it sits right now, the 432 hertz tuned flute is a very, very slightly higher pitch than the 440 hertz tuned flute in the key of F versus F sharp. It's a much closer difference than if they were both tuned at the same frequency. Which one do you think was flute X, and which one do you think was flute Z? This was flute X. This was the first one that I played. Compared to flute Z. very slightly higher, flute Z, excuse me, to flute X. Upper notes only. Flute X. Flute Z. Pretty close, pretty close. Now, do you feel that one makes you feel better than the other one when you hear it? Flute X, flute Z. The argument for healing frequencies is that one is supposed to resonate better with you. It's supposed to make you feel better. You're supposed to be able to feel it, and it's supposed to be more soothing. I believe that any instrument can be a healing instrument tuned to any frequency. The frequency makes no difference. To me, it is more the intent of the player and the intent of the listener. If they believe that 432 hertz is going to make them feel better, they're going to believe that. They're going to feel that. If you take that out of the equation and you don't make a big deal of it, I think either one, and in most cases, quite honestly, the lower tone, this one is very, very, very slightly lower than this. The lower tone is going to be perceived as being more soothing, more mellow. To me, I prefer concert-tuned flutes because then I can play them with any other instrument that is normally in 440 hertz concert tuning, the standard that everyone has agreed on. Does that mean this is junk? No. It means that this is much harder for me to play with other instruments. Much harder. It's going to sound flat if I'm playing this F sharp to an F sharp scale on a different instrument. I can retune things, except for acoustic pianos. Nobody wants to retune one of those. But let me know what you think. Did you honestly feel that a flute tuned to 432 hertz was much more uplifting than one tuned to 440 hertz? I would like to know your honest assessment, please. I would also like you to subscribe. Find the little bell over there so that you can be notified the next time I post a video. Could be a music video where the Native American style flute gets center stage. Could be by itself, or it could be with other instruments, which is kind of what I prefer. To me, it makes a more complete package musically, tells a broader story. There's nothing wrong with solo flute. I love it, and that's how I play most of the time when I'm doing a solo performance or presentation. I could use a loop pedal and do a loop with my Rav drum or something like that, which I do, or guitar, and then play flute over the top of that. But it's harder for me to create the music that I really would like to do unless I was to try and get a whole band together, teach them the music, and then perform that. It's a hard thing to do for a multi-instrumentalist that usually does things solo. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. Take care. And which one did you like better? Let me know.